7:54 is a qualifying mark for the European 3,000 metres championships, and I know that that's what they're aiming at, because that's the sort of pace Mo's going to be running. So don't be surprised to see one or two of the youngsters hanging in there up to the 3,000 metre mark. There's Mo and Galen Ruup, who will be the big threat here. Ruup, of course, an American who is indeed coached by Alberto Salazar. He's got a fantastic group, and I think it's been mixing with some of the Americans, seeing what's been going on with Salazar's group, which has tempted Mo Farah to make this decision to go and base himself and his family over there. He says he will be still coming home to train at altitude in Kenya, Font-Romeu. Can't really call that home, can you? But have that sort of base. But it's something which all athletes at some point in their career say, this is the person who I think can take me to the next level. Now, he started very slowly, a little bit quick, the pacemakers at the front. They only need to run about 63-ish second laps, Paul, so maybe Mo and Galen Ruup just easing their way into this race.
So Mo Farah in second place behind Blackheath and Bromley. Scott Overall there just leading the way. Rui Silva on the inside. Mo Farah just eases his way past. We've seen Mo Farah do this sort of thing before. Presumably, he's got a plan. I think we criticised him last year, or the year before, for going off in a 5,000 metre race extremely slowly, but he had his plan, he stuck to it, and it certainly paid off.
Well, we saw young Gateshead Harrier, Stacey Smith, run a superb 4.7 earlier on today, probably booking himself a place at the European Championships. Now, here's another one. Ross Murray is in third place there. Now, I've been watching Ross since he was a young lad up in the northeast of England. He went down to St Mary's and had a bit of a tough time there with injuries. He's still only 20, coached by John Stevenson, and he's had a good start to the year. He ran under 8 minutes, his fastest indoors or outdoors at the UK Championships, and he's setting his stall out here to try and run that 7:54. Very brave, but he is a brave athlete, is Ross Murray. Superb 1,500 metre runner. Doing some obviously over distance work in the summer, but he's gone off maybe a little bit quick here. He's the only one following the pacemakers. He's probably wondering, where's that Mo Farah bloke? Isn't he meant to be up here with me? But they're a little bit distant at the minute.
Yeah, I certainly thought early doors that Mo Farah was up there, but in fact it was Katimba behind Scott Overall. And interestingly, Mo Farah is not in the picture at the moment. They're still about, well, 20 metres behind. Mo Farah being tracked all the way by his new training partner, Galen Ruup of the USA. There they are. Mo Farah wearing the number 8 on his chest. Ryan McLeod up there. And Korea, who's certainly no slouch. But look at the gap between the pacemakers and everybody else.
Well, I'd written down that, well, even pace for Mo Farah would be 2:38 through 1,000 metres. He was actually 2:39 and bits, so he's a little bit slow, and I think I'd like to see him start to be a little bit more aggressive here, because he's in great shape, and if you're in great shape and you've come here to run a race, then maybe you want to set your stall out and go out and run as hard as you can. He looks as though he's running a little bit conservatively. He knows, though, that Korea and Ruup are obviously good athletes. Ruup had a go in Europe just over a week ago, running a fast 5,000 metres. He was in that race that young Isaiah Koech ran the 12:53, and Ruup paid for going off too hard, so you can understand that he wants to sit off the pace a little bit. But Mo's just starting to pick things up a little bit here and going to drag himself and Korea and Ruup closer to the pacemakers. But the pace he went through the first 1,000 is fine, because I'm sure he's going to pick things up as this race progresses.
So just under 18 laps to go. It's not often you say that in indoor athletics, but still those three at the front. No change really in the order. And just looking back through the field there, Mo Farah back in 5th place at the moment, still being tracked by the American. And everybody who remembers what Mo Farah achieved last year, that double in the European Championships, it was a fantastic breakthrough for him, of course. Under 13 minutes for 5,000 metres as well. He got that landmark out of the way. And so perhaps this is the beginning, a new beginning for Mo Farah, as he plans on moving to America and training with some of the best in the world.
Well, Mo Farah is well inside 13:20 pace, but he's a little bit off 13:10 pace. He's somewhere in between there, and it'd be interesting to see whether or not he picks it up. And I think Galen Ruup has been wondering perhaps what's been going on here. I think he was expecting Mo to attack this a little bit more. He hasn't done, so now Ruup is the one who's closing the gap down to the pacemakers. Young Ross Murray and Ryan McLeod, the two northeastern guys up there. Ross went off very, very quickly through the first 1,500 metres and must be starting to feel a little bit tired. Ryan McLeod looking good. Was his father, Mike McLeod, Olympic medalist in 1984. And the two youngsters at the moment, as Scott Overall steps aside, leading as such because Katimba's the pacemaker, but Mo and Ruup now getting closer.
Yeah, it's inevitable, isn't it? Mo Farah and the American, 4th and 5th place there. But nice to see Ross Murray still in that leading group. He's only 20 years old. It's obviously a name to watch out for in the future. And Mo Farah just eating up that ground at the moment. Katimba leads, Ryan McLeod in 2nd place, Murray in 3rd, then Mo Farah, and then Galen Ruup of the United States. You've got to figure that the next 400 metres we're going to see a new leader. It's pretty much been this way ever since the beginning. Gideon Katimba, twice a Kenyan champion in 1,500 metres. Not really pushing on, but it's a very steady pace indeed.
Just to clarify for you, Ryan McLeod is currently in 2nd place, young Ross Murray behind him, and Johnny Mellor, who's trying to get onto the back of the other group. They're all trying to run 3,000 metres under 7:54. Ross looks as though he's gone a little bit too hard early on and is starting to pay for that. But Ryan McLeod is only a second or so off the pace required if he can try and find something now. So don't be too surprised if Ryan McLeod tries to kick on a little bit when it gets close to the 3,000 metre mark. That's not going to affect Mo Farah and Galen Ruup. They're going to concentrate on their job in hand. Mo through 2005-18, almost identical his 2nd 1,000 metres to his first. A couple of seconds, as I said, off that 13:10 pace, but I expect him to pick it up in the last 1,000 metres if he maintains this through to that point. Now, Ryan McLeod needs to really try and find something around a 30-second last lap or so. The crowd have been told what's happening here. They're trying to cheer him on. Katimba's doing a good job. That was a fast last lap, and Ryan McLeod is working hard here. He'll hit this. Oh, it's going to be tough for him. He's got to keep working hard here, but he's got an opportunity.
He certainly has. This is where it's going to get very tough for the man in green. Gideon Katimba has really stolen a march on everybody. There's still Mo Farah and Galen Ruup very happy sitting where they are at the moment.
7:54 exactly is the time required for Ryan McLeod. The race within a race here in the green jersey. He's got 5 seconds to get to the line. It's going to be so close for McLeod. He may well have done it. That time that stopped is the leader. Katimba has now dropped out. He's the pacemaker. Was Ryan McLeod just over a second behind Katimba? He's clenching his fists. He thinks he might have done it. Right, we'll get you news on that. Now, though, we concentrate on the main race. Ruup and Mo Farah. That means that these guys are well on 13:10 pace.
We certainly could see some fireworks between these fellas over the next few laps. At this time, as they come through the finish line, 9 laps to go. It's game on. Galen Ruup will not want to see his new training partner, Mo Farah, do anything more than just trail behind him at the moment. So wonder what sort of shape Mo Farah is in.
Well, Mo Farah beat Galen Ruup at the cross-country at Gateshead right at the beginning of the year. Unexpected result. By the way, Mark Butler, our statistician, stopped his watch at 7:53.99. He is not the official timekeeper, unfortunately. So fingers crossed for Ryan McLeod. But right at the front here, Ruup is asking some questions of Mo Farah here. The pace is good. Farah looks reasonably comfortable. I think he's just starting to work a little bit hard here. And Ruup may be aware of that. He can maybe hear the breathing. Maybe he can hear the change in the rhythm. Mo's got that little bit of a furrowed brow that starts to appear when he's struggling a little bit. So I think he's got to dig deep here. Ruup looks relaxed, looks comfortable.
7 laps to go. I sincerely hope, Steve, that some smart official is going to give those guys who stopped after 3,000 metres an official time, because on our computer, I'm sure they'll just come up as DNF, did not finish.
Well, I'm not sure what the rules are these days. They're actually jogging round. I think they might have to finish the full whole 5,000 metres. I'll update you on that. That was the rules at one time. Anyway, Ruup and Farah locked together. Mo Farah struggling, working hard here. 6 laps to go. They are well on schedule here. If you assume the last 400 metres, the pace will pick up. It's going to be a fast time. He is absolutely on course to smash the British record. The question is, though, what sort of time? Now, Ruup is moving aside here. That wasn't Ruup saying, I'm getting tired. That was him saying, come on, Mo, we can both get a good time here. And surely Galen Ruup is looking at the American record. That must be within his sights. He's run 13:14 before. He's well inside that. And of course, Farah way inside anything he's done indoors. And Ruup just takes almost a stumble.
We have, of course, seen a super fast time this year already by a junior athlete from Kenya, 12:53.29, and officially a new world junior record. That was staggering, and that was certainly faster than Mo Farah has run outdoors. But this is a two-man race now. They know each other well. They've raced against each other in the past. They're going to be training partners under the guise of Mo Farah's new coach. So what has the American got up his sleeve? What can Mo Farah do from the front?
They've got to try and pick things up again. They've run laps of outside 64 seconds at a crucial part of the race. I said earlier, you assume that they'll find something for the last 400, but how tired are they? Can they bring this back around the 13, 10, 11 mark? 3 laps to go for Mo Farah. 600 metres of hard running. Ruup is right there with him. Farah has a good finish. Ruup's not renowned for his sprint, but he's very strong. Will he attack early?
Well, poor old Nick Rose inevitably is going to lose the long-standing British record that stood the test of time since 1982, that he set in New York. So the great Bristolian will no longer be in the record books, but is it going to be an American victory, or is it going to be the Briton? Mo Farah is looking a little bit distressed at the moment.
They've got to go sub 60 to get close to 13:10. The American record is 13:11.5, held by Lagat. And Galen Ruup would so love to get that record. He's going to be close, but perhaps more importantly here, what about the victory? The British record for Mo Farah is well within his sight. There's no question he's going to break that British record, but here goes Galen Ruup. This is going to be his training partner, and all of a sudden the American has taken a yard and a half, but Farah hangs on. Can he find some speed? Can he dig down deep here? Being cheered by the other British athletes. Ruup isn't so quick as Farah, and here he goes again, attacking down the back straight. Mo Farah finds something extra, striding away. Ruup's hanging on to him. There are athletes in their way as they come into the home straight. This will be a superb performance from Mo Farah. A tough, gutsy run, a new British record, 13:10.6. He gets better and better, and even when he might not have been having the easiest of runs, he found something extra. 11 seconds and more off the British record. 28.5 for the last 200 metres. I hope that Galen Ruup has broken the American record. He must.
Fantastic performance to end the day here. Tell me how it was from your perspective.
It felt good, you know. My aim was to come out here, run good, and I love this track and I love the crowd. Makes a big difference. And it was awesome, you know. Me and Galen help each other. That was the plan, you know. We train together. We know what we're capable of. So yeah, big help from him.
And let's bring him in. A tremendous performance from both of you. You just managed to edge him in a sprint finish, and you probably know what he's capable of, Galen.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a great situation for both of us. You know, we're 2 of the top 9 Africans. To be able to train together all the time is going to be phenomenal, and we're both really looking forward to it. It's going to make us both so much better.
A new British record, an emphatic one at that, and now heading to a European record, of course, I'm just reminded. And Alberto Salazar, your new coach, is going to be heading to Portland in Oregon.
Yeah, he's a great coach. I've worked with him in the last 4 weeks, and me and Galen have been training together. And, yeah, he's a great coach, and yeah, it's good. I'm looking forward to actually starting a new life there, and it'll be good.